Today we are going to learn prime factorization. But before it, let us revise factors. All of you know very well that when two or more numbers are multiplied together, then the result is called product. It means 2 multiplied 3 equals to 6. 6 is the product, and 2 and 3 are called factors. Here 2 is a factor of 6 and 3 is also a factor of 6. It means we can say that the numbers that are multiplied to give a product are called factors, right? For example, 3 multiplied by 4 equals to 12. 12 is the product and 3 and 4 are factors. We can say like this also, that a factor is a counting number that divides number completely without remainder. For example, 6 multiplied by 8 equal to 48. 6 and 8 are factors of 48. Why they are factors of 48? Because when we divide 48 by 6, answer is 8. Yes, it means 6 is a factor of 48. And why it is a factor of 48? Because when this number 6 divides 48, then there is no remainder. In similar way, 8 is also a factor of 48 because 48 divided by 8 equals to 6. When a number is expressed as a product of its factors, we say that the number is factorized. For example, 18. So, what are the factors of 18? We know that 2 nines are 18. 2 multiplied by 9 equal to 18. It means 2 is a factor of 18 and 9 is a factor of 18. And we have written 18 as a product of its factor. So, it is called factorized. And further we can write 9 as 3 multiplied by 3. It means factors of 18 are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. In similar way, we can factorize 18 like this also. 3 6 are 18. 3 multiplied by 6 equal to 18. And we know that 6 can be factorized further. And it will be 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, which is equals to 18. But at last, now you can see in both cases the last result is same. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Here also 2 times 3 and 1 time 2. It means 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 is called prime factorization of 18. Here 2 and 3 are prime numbers. That's why it is called prime factorization of 18. It means we can say that if a natural number is expressed as the product of the prime numbers, then the factorization of given number is called prime factorization or complete factorization. There are two methods to do prime factorization. One is factor tree and another one is continuous division method. Now we will learn factor tree method. We know that what is a tree? Tree which has so many branches. In similar way, factor tree, with the name we can find out that factor tree is a kind of tree where a number is represented in a form of branches of their factor. So let us take one number 120. Now at first we will find out two factors of 120. We will factorize 120. So I have factorized it like this, 2 multiplied by 60. So I have created two branches for that. Then 2 is a prime number, so it will be same. Now no other branches from 2, only one branch. And from 60, again there are two branches, 2 multiplied by 30 equal to 60. Then there is one branch for this 2, there is one branch for this 2, but for 30 there will be two branches, 2 and 15. Then in similar way, here there will be two branches for 15, 3 and 5. Now we can see that all these factors at last, whatever we got, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, these all factors are prime numbers. It means it is our prime factorization of 120. It means we can write 120 equal to 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 5. Let us take one more number, 114. Again, we will factorize 114 and it will be like this, 2 multiply by 57. So here are two branches, one branch for 2 and another branches for 57. Now 2 is a prime number, so there will be a single branch for 2, and for 57 again there will be two branches. So for this 57 we can factorize like this, 3 multiply by 19. Now we can see 2, 3 and 19 all are prime numbers. It means prime factorization of 114 equals to 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 19. Let us take one more example so our concept will be crystal clear. 60. Again, for 60 we will factorize it into two branches, 2 into 30. Then 2 is a prime number, so there will be only one branch, and for 30 there will be again two branches. 2 multiply by 15 for 30. Now this, for this 2 there will be one branch, for this 2 there will be one branch, and for this 15 there will be again two branches, and here it is 3 multiply by 5. Now all are prime numbers. It means prime factorization and very easy also. In this method you have to remember divisibility rules because it will be very helpful to do a quick calculation. At first take one example here, 84. We have to find out the prime factorization for 84. Now we will always start with smallest prime numbers. So the smallest prime number is 2. Now just check, is 84 is divisible by 2? We know that from divisibility test there is 4 at ones place. It means it is divisible by 2. That's why in this form we will write 2 here and we will divide 84 by 2. Then what will come here? Try to do it orally. Here is 8. So 2 4s are 8 and 4 2 2s are 4. It means 42 will come here, and we know that 42 is also divisible by 2 because 2 is at ones place. So we will write 2 here. Now we will divide 42 by 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Now you can see that 21 it is not divisible by 2 but it is divisible by 3 because 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So we will divide 21 by 3. It is 3 7s are 21. Now 7 is a prime number, so it will be divisible by 7 only. So we will write 7 here and 7 1s are 7. So now our division method gives us prime factorization of 84. And what are the prime factorization of 84? Equals to 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 7. Let us take one more example. Here I have taken a number 150. Now again, because 0 is at ones place, so it is divisible by 2. That's why we will divide 150 by 2 and it will be 2 7s are 14 and 2 5s are 10, 75. Now we know that 75 is not divisible by 2 because at ones place there is 5. But 7 plus 5 equal to 12. It is divisible by next prime number, which is 3. So we will write 3 here and we will divide 75 by 3. It will be 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. It is our question. Now this 25 is not divisible by 3. That's why we will write next prime number, which is 5, and it is divisible by 5 because at ones place there is 5. So here 5 5s are 25. We will write 5 here, and this 5 is divisible by 5. 5 is a prime number. 5 ones are 5. So at last, when we will get 1, our continuous division method will be over. And here we can write 150 equals to 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 5 multiply by 5. So it is prime factorization of 150 by continuous division method. Now let us take one more example, 216. Here again we will start from the smallest prime number, which is 2, and because we can see that at ones place there is 6, it means it is divisible by 2. So we will divide 216 by 2. 2 ones are 2, and here is 1, and 1 is less than 2, that's why we will write 0 here. Then 2 eights are 16, it means 108, and we know that 8 is even number. That's why 108 is also divisible by 2. So we will write 2 here, and when we divide 108 by 2, we will get 54. Again 4 is at ones place. That's why 54 will be divisible by 2. So we will write 2 here again, and we will divide 54 by 2. It is 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are 14. But we know that 27 is not divisible by 2. So next prime number is 3. Now we will divide by 3. 3 9s are 27. Again 9 is divisible by 3, so we will write 3 here, and we will divide 9 by 3. 3 3s are 9, and 3 is a prime number, so it will be divisible by 3 only. So 3 we will write here, and it is 3 ones are 3. So it is our prime factorization for 216. It means 216 equals to 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 and multiply by 3. Let us take one more. 1080. Again we can see that 0 is here at ones place. That's why it is divisible by 2. We will write 2 here, and we will divide 1080 by 2, and it will be 540. Again it is divisible by 2, so we will write 2 here, and we will divide 540 by 2. So it will be 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are 14 and 0. 270. Again it is divisible by 2 because 0 is at ones place. Now 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6, and here is 10. 7 minus 6 1. Try to do it orally. It is 10. Then what will be 135. Now because 5 is at ones place, it cannot be divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3. How we can say that? 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals to 9. Sum of the digits. Always learn divisibility rules. It will be very helpful to you. Now 135 divided by 3. 3 4s are 12 and 3 5s are 15. It is 45. Again 45 is divisible by 3. That is 15. 15 is also divisible by 3. 3 5s are 15, and 5 is a prime number which is divisible by 5 only. 5 ones are 5. So it is a prime factorization of 1080, which is equals to 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 multiply by 3 and multiply by 5. Now let us solve one very interesting puzzle. I am the smallest number having 4 different odd prime factors. Can you find me? It means you have to find out a number. When you will do a prime factorization of that number, all prime numbers will be odd prime numbers and the smallest. So how we will find out? Let us write prime numbers. What are the prime numbers? Starting from 2. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and there are so many prime numbers, infinite, right? Now we need only 4 prime numbers, but odd. So odd prime numbers are 3, 5, 7 and 11. 4 odd prime numbers are 3, 5, 7 and 11. And these odd prime numbers are odd prime factors of that number. It means let us put the sign of multiplication here. 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 11 equal to 1155. It is a number. Very simple and interesting. So, my dear students, practice of that prime factorization by factor tree method also and continuous division method also.